I'm Scott Allen Miller, and I'm doing a quick extra video just to show you my new office space. It's not completely set up, but it is started. And so this is actually our atrium, our little outdoor area. I'm gonna try to keep the sun from completely blowing this out. We have a little like laundry area there. This is meant to be a cooking area. We're just storing an oven. There's some trash. We have this beautiful orange tree in here, absolutely fantastic. And a nice little sitting area and Paul's bike. And then this right here is my office window, and I'm gonna take you in there because there's nothing to show you out here. So let's head in there right now. All right, welcome to the new office, and sorry for the echo because I have no sound dampening in here at all, but I wanted to give you a quick tour to give you a feel of what the new office looks like since I'm not gonna be here for a few weeks and won't have a chance to show it to you. This is the GoPro sitting on my desk, giving me kind of the best view that I can get from that side. So my laptop's here right now. I'm getting it ready for the trip tomorrow. And I've got a desktop set up here, and eventually there's gonna be another desk right here as big as this one that's gonna let me have my editing station over here and my tech station over here. I'll have 4 monitors and it's gonna be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so this is what we can do with the GoPro. In this room, I could, in theory, get a mount on the wall. Actually, that's a great idea. Have a mount right up there in the corner that shoots down, because this is a really wide view. Now, this is the super view. I'm gonna do the same position again with wide and then linear, just to give a feel for what the room can look like from the video. So let's switch to wide view. Okay, this is the wide lens, which actually looks a little bit better. The super wide is just so weird, right? I think this one actually probably looks the best. I have no hyper smooth on because obviously it's mounted. I think this would actually look great if it was, because if I put it in the corner, it would actually get almost a foot farther away from me and be a little bit higher and would look down into the room. It might be pretty usable for a lot of things. We're gonna have to see if we can dampen the audio somehow, because I need like tapestries or something. It's obviously a very plain room, but yeah, it's got potential. I do wanna see what the more narrow field looks like when we bring it down to linear. All right, let's go over to linear. All right, this is linear from the exact same position. Looks pretty good. Since we're doing this, I mean, let's just take a second to do narrow. It's the only one we haven't looked at, right? Might as well. Like, it's kind of interesting to just see how these work from this distance. I would say I'm almost exactly a meter away from the camera. So I'm closer than you think I am, just due to the way that the lens works. And because I'm not using stabilization, that creates a 10% crop. So this is much wider using the same lens than what you're used to on this camera. All right, and here's narrow from about a meter away. That's actually pretty usable. All of these use the same resolution, they just use different portions of the GoPro sensor. So it's just very flexible to use it. It seems like we're changing lenses. That's not actually what we're doing. All of it is in sensor cropping. The lens never changes. All right, now that we've done that, what I want to do is go back and show what the good camera, the Olympus M43 Mark II, is going to do in the same room from the same position at the same time. All right, let's go to that. Okay, so this is the same room from the opposite side. The GoPro is right there behind me. This is the Olympus M43 Mark II with the 7 Artisans 7.5mm f2.8 lens manual focus. And I think this gives a fantastic view of this room. So it's actually, if you looked at it a little bit, you can see it's actually sitting partway into the bathroom. It's a cool little office. I love this space. I have enough room for 2 or 3 monitors here, and then I'm gonna have another desk over here, like I said, with the Mac, my editing station. That's gonna be very cool. And it has a private bath and shower and everything, which I'm not gonna show you, but that's just what's over there behind the camera that I'm using right now. I have the window here, and then I actually do have a window in the bathroom, but I keep the bathroom closed, so I don't really get light from that. What I have not done yet, obviously the audio baffling, I just said, but I'm gonna add the lighting in here. I have a ring light, I have some wall lights, and I think that's gonna make a really big difference as well to even things out and give us some control. Right now it's purely light bouncing around the room, and I'm actually pretty much in the dark, so that doesn't work out the best. And I'm just using this microphone in case you didn't see it. This is where all the audio is coming from, and I'm syncing everything manually. So that's gonna be a huge pain in the butt, but I'm just doing this to see how this looks for you real quickly. But I think from what I'm seeing on the monitor, there is a lot of potential to use this space to actually record some videos because the throw from where I can put the camera is actually pretty far. So with just a little bit of work, I think I can actually get it back just a tad as well, like as much as a foot. And I can actually move back a bit as well. So I've got some space in here to work with. Now I would be up against the other table, but if I got a stool in here, I could move around quite a bit more. So this is the quick tour of my office. I'm very excited about this new space. You can see the new air conditioning. That's what we just put in. The only thing left is we have to run over cable from just over the wall to have Ethernet, wired Ethernet in here, because my desk phone requires it, and so that's important to have before I can really start using it. But other than that, this is a great space. Even though it's very tiny, but for those of you who are looking at real estate, this is a rental space and is only, I think, about $125 a month if you were to rent it alone. We rent a bunch of space around, so we get a discount on it. But if you were to rent just this, it's considered student housing space and it's somewhere in the $100 to $125 per month. You will notice there's no cooking space in here. There is cooking space out there. We took it away. We don't use it, so we cleaned it up so that we could use it for other things. But if you wanted to have a room like this on, I think it's month to month because it's for students, with private bath, nice shower, and this amount of space, which these are big desks. There's plenty of room in here to put in a bed and a small desk and put a TV on the wall or something and be able to have a pretty good living space, considering you have an outdoor courtyard you can go use and you can really quickly walk to restaurants. There's a Fratanga across the road. Anything you might need is easily accessible. All right. Thanks for coming and taking a tour of my space and getting a feel for what a little office or really tiny studio without a kitchen would be here in Leon. See you next time.